Welcome to another edition of The Arena. This is your weekly sports show where we bring you sporting highlights that took place at home and abroad. My name is John Kolanamene, and we start off today with some positive athletics news where Christine Boma and Beatrice Masilingi have brought more glory to their nation after some fantastic performances in the Under-20 World Athletic Championships in Nairobi, Kenya over the past week, where they won 4 medals, leaving Namibia 11th overall amongst 35 competing nations. Now, on Thursday, Masilingi won Namibia's first medal when she came second in the women's 100-meter final in 11.39 seconds, with Tina Clayton of Jamaica winning the race in 11.09 seconds. Let's take a look at the race.
Masilingi at 4 gets a good start, but so does Tina Clayton. Tina Clayton has a lead in the first 50, and Tina Clayton is powering away. Tina Clayton's going to retain the junior women's 100-meter title for Jamaica, 11.11. Dominated that race. Beatrice Masilingi looks so good in the heat. She had a good start, but she could not live with Tina Clayton from Jamaica. Your winner, PB 11.09. I'm sure Tina Clayton would have felt the weight of the tradition for Jamaica in this event. Of course, had Brianne Williams win the 100 and the 200 in 2018 at the World Junior Championships, and Tina Clayton retaining that title. Perhaps a shock victory there over Beatrice Masilingi. And it looks like it's a third place for Melissa Gschmutt. She looked better with every race. She's not even got a flag. No one expected her to come third place. But Melissa Gschmutt, 11.51. 4th place at the European Junior Championships, 3rd place at the World Junior Championships. What a week for Melissa Gschmutt.
Rita says, Melissa, get a flag. This is the replay. So look at Tina Clayton then just gets out and just gets into her stride. Beatrice Masilingi never seems to challenge her. And look at Gschmutt there, just overhauls Afuku on the line, and Kubakova as well, the Czech athlete coming out strong. But you can see here, all the athletes, look at Clayton, look at her style, so fast, so controlled. She just keeps strong, keeps composed, arms pumping really nicely there. Look at the difference in styles between Masilingi and Clayton. Masilingi much more stretched out, long stride as an athlete.
On Saturday, Masilingi and Boma both qualified for the 200-meter final, where they made history by winning gold and silver, with Boma winning the race in a new under-20 world record of 21.84 seconds, while Masilingi came second in a personal best time of 22.18 seconds. Let's take a look at the brilliant performances of the girls.
Set.
It's a fast start for Masilingi there. Masilingi already up on a Ofili. And Boma's got some work to do into this home straight. It is Masilingi from Ofili as they come into 100 to go. Masilingi came under pressure in the 100 metres and came away with a silver medal. Ofili is giving them a run for their money, but it is in Boma pulling away. And Boma for the victory. And Boma for Masilingi from Ofili. 21.86. That's what the clock stopped at. 1.1, that looks good for a world record. And Boma, fantastic running there. Stopped the clock at 21.81 yesterday, but we think that was a plus 2.2. Minus 2.2. Very impressive into a plus 2.2. And Ofili there, fantastic run for the bronze medal.
It is plus, it is an over the limit tailwind that she had, plus 2.2, yeah.
These wind readings, too much for me, but it is a world under-20 record for Christine Mboma. Smiles of relief, I'm sure. Silver medal at the Olympics, gold medal at the under-20 championships. Masilingi there. Like I said, she came under pressure in that 100-meter final. For me, she tightened up. She lost her form a bit there, and Tina Clayton took the gold medal that day. But Beatrice Masilingi, silver medal there. What a run from Favour Ofili, pushing those two Namibian athletes all the way to the line. A bronze medal and a national junior record for the Nigerian athlete.
Well, those two medals, that 20 seconds, a good one for Namibia. They were in 22nd place in the overall medal standings with just the solitary silver, and that will boost them possibly inside the top 12 at the end of day 4 on the medal table.
But Mbona not getting the fastest of starts. It was Ophelia Masalingi inside her. As we came into the last 100 metres, to see Mboma there. She made a kick into the straight. Ophelia went with her, but it was Mboma who'd saved a little bit for the last 40 metres, powering away for, in the end, a dominant victory. But all three of those athletes pushing each other all the way to the end of this race. You can see Mboma gasping, willing that line to come, and it did. She was the victor.
And yesterday afternoon, Boma and Masilingi teamed up with Nandi Vas and Ndawana Haitembu to win a silver medal in the women's 4x100-meter relay race. Now, Jamaica won the gold medal in a new junior world record of 42.94 seconds, while Namibia claimed the silver medal in a national record time of 43.76 seconds. Let's take a look at the exciting relay race.
To be or not to be? That is the question.
Sir.
And the chip is strobing inside. Chips are live. Race is go. It's all about the baton changeovers. You can have the fastest 4 runners in the world, and it's no good to you if you can't get the baton handover. Italy have gone for a very late change, and they've missed it. Well, I don't know. You can see from the incoming runner, she's shaking her head. She's dismayed. It is Kenya leading, Nigeria in second, Czech Republic in third. So Jamaica going into the last changeover with a decisive lead. Stick, stick, stick. She's got it. It's smooth. Jamaica are away. And it's an 8-metre margin according to the graphic. 9 metres now. She's going away. Namibia. And Mboma is flying for silver. Nigeria take bronze. And that is a world junior record if confirmed. Mboma, I wonder how close she would have needed to have been to have had a real attack at that gold medal position. As it is, a World Junior silver, no disgrace behind a World Junior record. Tia and Tina Clayton. So equal bragging rights, I think, around the family dining table for that one, where they can have winner-winner chicken dinner.
Twins or not? Tia and Tina Clayton there. Tina Clayton with her second gold medal of the championships.
Watch the replay and watch the Italian changeover, because it got round, but there were 2 or 3 missed swipes. Here we go. Swipe 1 coming up. Go. Missed. Swipe 2. She's looking round. She's got it. I think she's way beyond the box there, but we'll see what the judges say on that. This was a good leg for Jamaica. Czech Republic still going well, closest to Canberra, but now the inside staggers start to take effect. And let's see where Mboma comes from here, because she's way back. In lane 2, there. She's going to scythe her way right through the field. She's in 5th, is she? 4th, up to 3rd, and up to 2nd. The World Junior 200-metre champion to relay for her team in the 4x1.
Tina Clayton there, so nerve-wracking when you get the baton in the lead like that. She looked smooth, she looked relaxed, she could handle that pressure.
Now, moving on to some cricket news. The Namibian Eagles completed a resounding 6-0 victory over emerging Zimbabwe after winning their final 50-over match by 157 runs yesterday. Now, that saw them winning the 50-over series 3-0 after that also earlier won the T20 series 3-0. Here's a report compiled by my colleague, Hago Schutz.
The Namibian Eagles completed their cricket series against emerging Zimbabwe in style with a 6th successive victory at the Wanderers Field yesterday. After winning the T20 series 3-0, Namibia also completed a 3-0 win in the 50-over series after a commanding 157-run victory. Namibia racked up a big total of 367 for 8 wickets, with several batsmen getting in on the act. Stephen Bart with 2 runs and Michael van Lingen with a duck were dismissed early on, but Zane Green and Nicole Lofty-Eaton put them back on track with a 163-run partnership. Green narrowly missed out on a century, scoring 96 of 93 balls, while Lofty-Eaton was dismissed for 80 and JJ Smith for 52 of 29 balls. Captain Gerard Erasmus kept the run chase going with a rapid 91 not out of 47 balls, while Jan Vreelinck added 19. Zimbabwe lost regular wickets and never got close to the target before being all out for 210 runs to hand Namibia an emphatic victory. Brian Mudzinganyama was their top scorer with 51, while Carl Mumba added 50, Ainsley Ndlovu 33 not out, and Tanaka Chivanga 34. Michael van Lingen was Namibia's best bowler, taking 3 wickets for 21 runs, while Nicole Lofty-Eaton took 2 for 19.
Still on cricket news, FuelX Namibia was on Friday announced as the official sponsor of Cricket Namibia. Here's more on that news from Cricket Namibia CEO Johan Müller.
I've met Peter in January, when end of December, when we hosted our National Week for under 11s, 13s, 15s and 19s. And the first thing Peter told me was, Johan, it's great to see cricket being well organized. How can we help? And we started communicating on what is their business and what's our business. And immediately Peter signed up to assist Cricket Namibia as the official field partner for our development programs and for our youth programs. That enables us to do roadshows. I think a lot of you have seen that we've been all the way up to Rundu, Oshikati, Ondangwa, all the way down to Ludred, Skepmanshoop. It's taking the game of cricket to 55,000 kids this year alone. So just in this last 7 months, we've reached more than 55,000 kids in this country. That is a significant amount in Namibia. If you look at the numbers, also if you looked at it was, again, another COVID impacted year, where a lot of the schools were closed. We had to take our programs to beaches, streets, parking areas, wherever we could find open space just to play. And the contribution from FuelX was absolutely an enormous benefit to make sure that this program actually runs and operates. So I want to announce the sponsorship between FuelX and Cricket Namibia as official field partner. I really want to thank them for investing in Namibia. They're a brand that came into the country and they immediately decided we want to invest in Namibia, we want to invest in the culture and the development of Namibia. And I think that's also your message today afterwards, so it's very fitting. I would like to hand over a nice signed shirt of our national team to Peter, and then if we can take a couple of pictures, Peter, that will be great. You're obviously welcome to say a couple of words as well if you want.
Moving on to some football news, a 32-man Brave Warriors squad was announced on Thursday in preparation for the World Cup qualifying matches starting next month against Congo and Togo. Now, my colleague Helge Schutz spoke to Brave Warriors coach Bobby Samaria. Let's have a look at what the coach had to say.
It's quite a tough group. Although Congo is ranked below us, the other is ranked, Togo is ranked 93. But for us, it's not about ranking. It's important for us to go and do well. Remember, when we play Congo, Togo will be playing Senegal away. So that result, that side, of course, will have a bearing on our own standing. So for us, the hope is to go out, have the self-belief that we can, provided we all pull in one direction, the preparations, the equipment, everything is on point, we can get a result, no doubt.
Right, and Bobby, you were recently reappointed, or your contract was extended as interim coach. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I think it's there is no sense of entitlement. You know, when the nation comes knocking on your door, who am I to say no? I will always avail my services because the belief is there that I'm capable. I know it's not the preferred or perfect situation to be in because there's no job security and you cannot have a long-term plan towards the improvement and development of the national team. But be that as it may, I accept the challenge because I think I can continue to add value to the team.
The African DStv Premiership kicked off over the weekend with defending champions Mamelodi Sundowns and Morocco Swallows amongst the early winners. Now, in some positive news, Namibia's Dion Hotto, however, scored an early contender for goal of the season with a phenomenal free kick in Orlando Pirates' 2-2 draw against Stellenbosch. Let's take a look at that amazing free kick.
Lee Langerveld, there's a big wall there of white. Hotto! That is quality! Sheer class from Dion Hotto! No ways Lee Langerveld was reaching that one. What a way to draw level! Shall we stand up for a standing ovation, please? That is magnificent! I am up on my feet, jacket and all, because this is what a beauty! No chance for Langerveld. I'm standing on my feet, jacket on, to pay respect for that type of execution. Well taken, good response. Hardy Langerveld. There was no stopping that one. Perfect execution from Dion Hotto, and Pirates strike back, and we're back level pegging. That is quality.
Still on to some football news. Now, acting chairman of Namibian Giants Black Africa, Dimbulukeni Yoma, says his current political orientation as an activist with the affirmative repositioning movement will not affect the club's affairs. He also wishes to see more young people getting involved in football management. Now, Noyoma was speaking to my colleague Enoke Kaumba in an interview. Let's take a look at some of his comments.
It's good that we have a conversation outside politics. We've been seeing you making, waves, especially with the land issues. But we all know there's a thin line between politics of football and the politics of politics itself. And then FIFA has always been very strict on that. Do you think that you coming from that side of the fence and also being a football person, do you think it will affect football and the club itself? Or
absolutely not, because remember, my involvement in my club has nothing to do with the overall perspectives of how we manage the club. Because the club is governed by a constitution, the club is governed by tradition, the club is governed by the rules. There's a set of rules that we must comply to. Even if you are Dimbulukeni Noyoma, there must be rules that you must play to what is in the existence.
Good. So now, how did you get into the structures, administrative structures of the club?
We then set as supporters to then review and look at the club and the future of the club and how it was handed then back to us. And that is how some of us then managed to get into those structures because of what people saw.
What is it that you bring to the table that's new? And maybe we can also look at your plans for the club as well.
Well, we run a club which is traditionally run on basic principles and the basic culture that has kept us going for this long. You must realize that since our last winning, we had managed to export a lot of our key players out, and we are now in the process of rebuilding the team. So what is it that we bring to the table? We are reinforcing the Black Africa traditions and cultures. We are reinforcing and bringing a new shape of leadership, whereas you don't get your traditional way of football management. So we bring a whole lot to the table. It's a complete team of diverse people, both new and young, and middle-aged and old. It's the mixture of the cocktail is so sweet that we are not even worried about winning the league, the Namibia Premier Football League, when we resume eventually to go back to the playing field.
And finally, we'd like to wish Namibian football great Robert Nauseb, who turns 47 today, a happy, happy, happy birthday. Here's a tribute compiled by the one and only Helge Schütz.
Robert Nauseb, one of Namibia's most outstanding soccer players, was born in Otjiwarongo on 23 August 1974. He started playing for Civics in the Namibia Premier League in 1994 and 3 years later was signed up by South African giants Kaizer Chiefs. He also made his debut for the Brave Warriors in 1997 and became an integral part of the team that qualified for the 98 AFCON finals in Burkina Faso. Nauseb played for Kaizer Chiefs for 4 seasons till 2001, during which time they won the Rothmans Cup and the Bob Save Super Bowl. Nauseb went on to play for several more South African teams, including Hellenic, Ajax Cape Town, Bloemfontein Celtic, Santos and Ikapa Sporting. He also became a stalwart in the Namibian side for about a decade and went on to gain 54 caps for the Brave Warriors till 2007. Nauseb later went into coaching and, amongst others, coached African Stars and 11 Arrows in the Namibia Premier League, as well as the national women's team, while he is also an assistant coach of the national Brave Warriors side.
That is all we have for you in today's episode of the Arena Sports Show. I really do hope you enjoyed it, and I'm wishing you a productive week ahead. From myself, John Colin Namene, and the entire team in studio, it's cheers.